2 weeks ago, I went to a real Hispert restaurant that Foursquare recommended to me. I sat at the bar and saw all the cooks preparing the food. Literally all the workers there were men, had full sleeves, and were very neat and tidy. The food was delicious. I ate every bite as I was waiting for the bill. Not one, but 2 cockroaches ran off the bar. I didn't notice at first, but the person I was sitting next to started tapping the top of the bar with a knife, and I was like so scared of cockroaches I was dry. Then I saw the cockroaches. One of them fell into my bag, and the other ran to the preparation station. This also happened in front of 2 workers, and they laughed at us and made fun of us. They got 0 tip and then confronted me about it. I told them about the cockroaches and how they laughed about it instead of apologizing for it and writing something on the bill. They said it wasn't their fault the cockroaches collided, and since I had already eaten all of my food, it wasn't a problem. So the right way to deal with it is not the problem. Never went back and told all my friends to avoid that place too. I had to take my entire bag out to make sure the cockroach wasn't still there, and I freaked out. I have a very sensitive digestive system. I'm lactose intolerant and mildly allergic to yeast and wheat, so I don't eat out much. Or over and over again at the same place because I know the staff, they get my allergies, and I like the menu. Well, a friend of mine wanted to try this Chinese place in town that I hadn't really noticed before. I hesitated but decided to just have a salad or something. We ended up going out because we wanted to watch a movie while eating. I brought all the food home, opened the chow mein and BM, dead shapes on top of noodles. We collected everything and took it back to the restaurant. The manager insisted that we did not put the bugs there. The discussion was long. Eventually my friend and I called the health inspector and the whole place was shut down. I later heard from a reliable source that when the health inspector pulled the stove away from the wall, it was brown, greasy, and crawling with bugs. To vomit. One fine romantic night, my special lady friend and I were undecided about dinner and on a whim chose BJ's Restaurant and Brewery. My sister used to work there, and I've been there many times before and never left a bad taste in my mouth. But this time, things were not going to go as before. First, I ordered their IPA beer. I've tasted my share of beers, and this IPA tasted sour. I took 2 sips and put it aside. My lady friend and I told the waiter our order, and we sat down and talked about current events and sports for a long time, and I was so engrossed in talking that I didn't notice the passage of time. I look at my watch and an hour has passed since we placed our order. I've always been a patient man, but I'm not going to be patient all the time and everywhere. I flag down the waiter who says there is a problem in the kitchen, but our order should be out soon. Another hour passes. My friend and I are beyond hungry, as we already were when we got there. We see others getting their food around us, but our order was not delivered. After 2.5 hours of waiting, we decided to leave the restaurant, and just as we were about to get up and leave, our order was placed. I don't know what happened that this mistake happened. My friend and I sighed and asked the waiter to please fix it. The waiter looks dead and angrily apologizes and goes back to ordering. We duly received our order 3 hours after ordering, by which time I had a headache from hunger and we had lost our appetites. However, we mull over how to deal with them while we wait and hope we don't have to bring it up. Luckily, our waiter went ahead and gave us our tab. He only charged us for the alcohol. We used a $50 BJ's gift card to cover a $14.90 tab and left the rest as a tip for her service. All things considered, she really went out of her way to make us happy. Even though I was nervous about this mistake and I was exhausted, my nervousness subsided with the good treatment of the service. But I don't know if I will choose this place again or not. What would you do if you were in my place?